Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 4 starts now.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here for Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 4 o'clock. I'm Kelly Sasso.
And good afternoon, I'm Andrew Stockey. Here's what's happening and what we're working on, beginning with your top 4 stories at 4 o'clock.
And our big story is winter returning with a vengeance. We had some snow to end the weekend, but fortunately it was nothing like the blizzard they got out east. Our team, though, is tracking 2 systems that will be impacting us this week. Brian is going to break all of that down for us coming up here in just a minute.
A deadly fire in Washington County. Coroner has identified the man killed as 66-year-old George Milliken. His home caught fire this morning along Smith Street in Charleroi. State Police Fire Marshal is investigating.
And police say a disabled veteran in Butler County was murdered while trying to help someone else. 69-year-old James Hoover was found beaten to death over the weekend. Police say the man who did it was a man Hoover invited in because he didn't have anywhere else to go. In fact, they say Hoover often opened his home to others, offering transitional housing. Police arrested Richard Swan II, who is now in jail.
A record month when it comes to gun seizures. The State Attorney General's office says 41 firearms were seized in January. Agents believe that's a record for the region consisting of Allegheny, Fayette, Somerset, and Westmoreland counties. The recovered guns came from drug trafficking investigations that also netted 12 pounds of cocaine and 63,000 doses of fentanyl. And those are your top 4 stories at 4 o'clock on this Monday afternoon. Time now to talk about Pittsburgh's action weather.
Well, we're all feeling a little bit grateful today, aren't we? You know, we've seen the video, we've seen the stories. It's certainly not funny for the people that are, getting hit by that, but I'm just so glad it wasn't us this time, especially after the storm we had just a few weeks ago.
Yes, it's not our turn this time.
Nice.
Hopefully not for the rest of the winter.
Yes,
as well.
exactly,
Not just this
exactly.
time. We are watching, though, a couple of systems that'll pass this week. The first one is on Wednesday. That'll bring snow showers in the morning. It's an impact day for the commute. There could be some slick spots. Thursday could bring some rain snow showers to western Pennsylvania. But the good news as we head into the weekend is great, and Saturday is the best day of the next week, as will be warm and sunny. Winter storm warnings remain in effect for the ridges of the Laurel Highlands until 1 o'clock tonight. Winter weather advisory for everybody else up against the Laurel Highlands also until 1 o'clock tonight. There are still some snow showers, the light flurries out there. Most of the action is now south of Pittsburgh, especially through portions of Washington, Fayette, and Greene counties. This will taper off as we head through the night. Tomorrow is dry during the day before rain or snow showers get here again late Tuesday into Wednesday. They're gone mostly by the morning commute. Thursday, we're keeping our eyes on, but the weekend's great. 45 Friday, 54 on Saturday with sunshine, so we'll just circle that day.
Yes.
That's the day this week you want to go outside.
So enjoy the weather, but don't count on that being the end of winter, obviously.
Correct. We still have a ways to go.
Okay.
Our snowiest day all time is in March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
important.
So things can still happen, but we are trying to get in the right direction.
Shorter periods of it at least, which
Yes.
is nice. Okay, Brian, thanks so much. We'll see you here in just a little bit, and we are going to stick with that theme of weather. It is our big story. Brian just told us we are bracing for some more snow and also watching that blizzard just hammer parts of the Northeast. Multiple states are getting historic snowfalls from this. Some places already reported over 2 feet of snow.
Incredible. And more than 40 million Americans woke up to a blizzard warning. This nor'easter not just dumping the snow, but also bringing some high winds.
Yeah, and the impacts are actually being felt from eastern Pennsylvania all the way up through New England. The Boston area is getting hit especially hard right now. David Bienick from our sister station had to wear goggles, in fact, to bring us this report.
We're in Norwell, Massachusetts, just south of Boston, where we're expecting upwards of 2 feet from this nor'easter that has been pounding New England since before dawn. On the ground at this particular location outside of a supermarket, no snow to speak of. That's because it is all blowing horizontally, accumulating everywhere where it encounters a vertical surface. Conditions have been whiteout conditions on many of the highways and side roads across this part of Massachusetts. Authorities are advising people to stay at home and not to travel. In Norwell, Massachusetts, I'm David Bienick. Now back to you.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, I know a lot of us are very thankful that we missed the brunt of that storm, but we are still feeling the impacts here, mainly in the form of travel. So basically any flight to the East Coast or New England was either canceled or delayed. And we went out to Pittsburgh International Airport this morning to talk with some of those travelers who are now having to scramble to change their plans.
Once I booked, I realized and watched the news throughout the whole weekend and seeing a storm was hitting the whole East Coast, and I was prayerfully hoping that we escaped it here in Pittsburgh.
And we did, but according to FlightAware, over 5,000 flights had to be canceled today. At last check, at least 30 of those were set to depart from Pittsburgh International. Just a reminder for you, as always, you can stay ahead of the weather with our free WTAE app. And right now, our Hearst data team is tracking all of the flight delays and cancellations in near real time. Plus, there is an ongoing tally of the cancellations among the country's 4 major airlines, America, Delta, Southwest, and United. You can also find that on WTAE.com.
Good tool to have. Brand new photos this afternoon. The driver had to be cut from this truck after crashing along Route 28. It happened around noontime in the outbound lanes near Millvale. Cherry City firefighters say they had to push the dashboard away and cut the door to get the driver out. No immediate word on their condition this afternoon. The road, though, is back open. We have brand new video for you this afternoon from Butler County. Take a look. This is viewer video showing a police investigation after neighbors say a disabled veteran was stabbed to death over the weekend.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Sheldon Ingram is covering Butler County for us this afternoon and is live now. So Sheldon, first question, do we know where this investigation stands right now?
Well, the suspect actually called police to turn himself in, but right now residents on here in the 400 block of Miller Street or Miller Avenue, they say that this was truly a case of a man murdered while performing an act of kindness. They describe James Hoover as an incredibly kind person. Today, he is dead. Pennsylvania State Police say that he was beaten with an aluminum baseball bat and stabbed several times over the weekend. Now, they say that this happened inside of his house, and they arrested 37-year-old Richard Swan, who lived with Hoover as a guest. Police say Swan called them to confess the murder after he fled to Cranberry Township. Neighbors on the street say that the murder suspect was just the latest person that Hoover took in as an act of kindness. They say he was a disabled veteran who used his home to assist others with transitional housing.
It was total gut punch to find out what happened to him, and that it was, somebody who was helping that did that to him. Just horrible.
Just horrible indeed. Sheldon, anything else that you've learned about the suspect in this case?
Well, police tell us that the motive in this case was robbery. The suspect got away with a cell phone. Andrew, Kelly?
Sheldon Ingram, thank you very much. Meantime, right now, police in Allegheny County are trying to piece together what led up to a deadly shooting early this morning in Wilkins Township. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Ava Rash gets us up to speed on the investigation so far.
A woman was found dead inside an apartment here at the Brentmore at Penn Center Apartments early this morning. Allegheny County police say they were notified about a woman shot in her apartment around 3:15 in Wilkins Township. When investigators got on scene, they found a woman unresponsive with a gunshot wound, and she was pronounced dead. Officers were there for hours investigating. We did ask police if there were any suspects. A spokesperson for the department said at this time, all they can share is that everyone involved in the incident is accounted for and the investigation is ongoing. If you have any information about this investigation, call police. We have that information over on our website, WTAE.com. For now, covering Allegheny County and Wilkins Township, Ava Rash, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Ava, thank you. In Heidelberg, police shot and killed a man who they say charged at them with a knife. It was just after midnight on Sunday. Someone reported a man threatening to harm himself and others on Washington Street. Officers say the man refused to drop the knife he was holding and then approached them. They tased him, but say he did not stop. That's when a Scott Township police officer shot him. That suspect was taken to the hospital where he died. He has not been identified. Pittsburgh police announced an arrest for 2 shootings last fall. They arrested 18-year-old Marcel Fields in connection with a shooting on Frankstown Avenue back on October 25th. They also say he was involved in a shooting the next day at the Wilkinsburg Park and Ride bus station. Fields is being charged with attempted homicide in both of the cases and is now in the Allegheny County Jail.
Police in Clairton have just released a new photo of the suspects accused of robbing a woman at gunpoint over the weekend. Police say these individuals are believed to be armed and dangerous. Police also shared these images from a nearby surveillance camera. They say Saturday morning, a woman in her 60s was robbed at gunpoint on 3rd Street. The suspects took off with her purse, phone, and other personal belongings. If you know anything, you're asked to give Clairton police a call. Now to Greene County, where a 7-year-old boy was killed after he was hit by a car along Route 88 on Saturday. The boy identified as Wilson Chirilla. The coroner says the 92-year-old driver remained on scene in Monongahela Township. Now, at this point, state police have not recommended charges in the case. A father in Sewickley detained by ICE agents over the weekend, despite his family's claiming he is properly documenting.
Yeah, while he now sits in a West Virginia jail, his 6-year-old girl is beginning cancer treatment. Covering Allegheny County for us from right outside Children's Hospital, Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Kaylee Gunderson joining us live. Kaylee, what are you learning about this case this afternoon?
Well, Kelly, Andrew's 6-year-old Maria is beginning treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma for the second time now. Her return to Children's Hospital to begin these cancer treatments comes 2 days after her father, Bruno Guedes da Silva, was taken into custody by federal agents. Take a look at this photo. Her family sharing this photo of her and her father, Bruno, with us tonight. Parents in this school district that she attends say her father was taken by federal agents right outside of his daughter's school, Osborne Elementary, in the Quaker Valley School District. His family says Bruno has a valid work authorization, social security number, and license.
There seems to be no reason. There seems to be no criminal background. He has all of the legal paperwork, the family does. And what's worse is the family was pulled over in front of the school that the little girl goes to. That's very traumatizing, just to get pulled over in general by a police officer, but then your parents get taken out of the car.
That was A.D. Sochatz, another parent in the district who started a GoFundMe to try to garner support for this family amid Mr. Guedes da Silva's absence, and to, of course, support them with legal costs that they might accrue throughout this process. Andrew, Kelly.
Kaylee, I want to ask, do we know where exactly her father is being held?
Well, Kelly, according to ICE's website, it says that he is in the Northern Regional Jail that's in Moundsville, West Virginia. We've reached out to ICE with several questions. We're also hearing from Congressman Chris DeLuzio tonight, who is calling on President Trump for answers. Much more on that coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. Covering Allegheny County tonight in Lawrenceville, Kaylee Gunderson, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.